Okay, this is Brian here with another video about the spinal cord stimulator. This video is going to be about the time frames and what to expect. Somebody had to ask me a couple questions. Now, it just depends on how fast your doctor works and how fast the insurance company processes everything. Okay, you got to remember, with a spinal cord stimulator, the insurance company has to approve everything. It's not like they hand out candy. Since it's a medical device, they do require prior authorization to be approved. And hopefully, the doctor's office can do it pretty fast. My trial was early October. And then mine was approved to be implanted October the 26th. So, a couple weeks, about 3 weeks time span, I would say. And you're going to be sore from both surgeries. The first one, I don't know if they really call it surgery or not, because the device is going to be taped to your back. So that you're going to be your skin's going to be agitated from that. It's just really a outpatient. Both of them are outpatient, but when they do the trial, they insert leads into your back. So I would recommend asking for anesthesia. It's kind of like they do in the procedure room where they do the steroid injections. It's not done in the operating room. Now, the implantation is done in the operating room, and obviously you would be put asleep for that. Hopefully. You never know nowadays. But you will be, for the trial, you will be sore, obviously. And you cannot bend whatsoever. So, what you need to do is go down to the store, Walmart. I seen these at Walmart, and I'm going to show you this. But I got this from Aldi for $7 a long time ago. And every once in a while, I do see them. Aldi, certain times of the year. You got to get you one of these grabbers. You cannot bend over to put your shoes on, so you probably would want to get some flip-flops, sandals, house shoes, or try to have family members help you if you're going out somewhere and you do need to wear shoes, they're going to have to put shoes on for you, and socks. You cannot bend over whatsoever during both procedures. For me, for the trial, you will be sore, and then you have that medical tape. That medical tape is going to drive you fucking crazy. So you probably want to take some Benadryl. Ask them for something. But right after the trial, for me, 3 days after the trial, I tapered off the pain. They're going to give you pain medicine, obviously. You taper off the pain medicine, and that's how you really can get to see if it's working for you or not. But you still going to have soreness from the procedure. So sometimes that will mask your regular pain. Was the trial procedure extremely painful? No. You're going to be sore. Now, the implantation is going to be more painful, obviously, because they're putting a device underneath your muscle and skin, so, you're really going to be swollen. But once they remove that medical tape at both times, you feel so much better. Also, you can't take showers both times. Now, if you had back surgery before, you kind of know how to get that situated and get in that shower. If you have an adjustable shower head, the one that has the hose that you can take off, and one of those kind, not the ones that are fixed to the wall, but the ones that has a hose and you can take off and do whatever you want. That might be helpful for you to sit on a shower bench and shower your front end of your body. But you cannot get the back whatsoever. It's a big no-no. They do give you pain medicine. Both times they give you antibiotics. But I was really, really surprised at the results I was getting during the trial. Like I said, you will taper off of the. I was given Vicodin. I did taper off of that 2 or 3 days afterwards. But the medical tape will be pulled on your skin. So also your upper back is going to be tied up in knots too. Your upper back's going to bother you both times, because you got to remember, you got to sit very, you got to sit up right. You can't, for the trial, you probably will have good luck sleeping in a recliner. You're not going to get good sleep. Both times, you're just not. I found that I was able to sleep in the recliner. But when they remove the medical tape, oh man, you're going to feel so much better. And for the trial, take it with you everywhere you go, the little controller. Now, for the trial, it is the non-rechargeable implant. Obviously, you don't charge it up. It's the little battery pack. I wonder what they do with those. I mean, obviously, your insurance company pays for them. You should be able to keep it, But the device, it's taped to your back. Also, the lead wire. So you got to be careful on how you sit. You don't sit exactly smashing everything up. Don't get too sweaty, because here it is summertime now. I mean, obviously, when it's 90+ degrees, you really don't want to go outside walking around. If you try, well, I don't know. I should take that back. You do want to walk around and see what kind of relief you get. What kind of results you're getting. But if you're getting sweaty, get like a washcloth, and I mean, don't drip it. Don't get your back dripping wet. But clean it off, because you don't want where they insert the leads to get infected. And get that wet. Go to the mall. I went to Target and walked around for a good 2 or 3 hours, and I was getting good results. Now, afterwards, I was extremely tired and sore, obviously. I mean, but I was playing around with the settings, and I was getting good results. So go to the store, during the trial. The trial, don't sit in the chair and lay around and stay in bed all day. No, don't do that. Now, the first day or two, yes, that's okay. Day 3 and on, you need to go around and start doing things. I mean, obviously you can't lift up a case of water, and you can't bend over, obviously. But, walk around the house, go outside, go to the store, get in and out of the car and see if that's helping you. Well, I should say that. You can't bend over, so you really, don't try to get in the car a whole bunch of times. But get in the car at least and ride around for a good hour and test the settings and see if you get any kind of results. If your back bothers you from sitting too much, sitting around, or in the car especially, see if you get results from that. Take a little day trip, a couple hours and see. No, I wouldn't leave home without any kind of pain medicine if you do need that, obviously. But go to the store and do things, just do something. Don't sit and lay in bed. That's not good. That means you're not testing it in real world settings. You need to have it in real settings and things like that. And luckily, the time of year I chose, it was, in early October, it was starting to cool off, thank God. Instead of here it is summertime, because here it is June. You know what I'm saying? What else? So yeah, after they did remove the leads after the trial's over, your regular pain will come back, obviously, because there's no relief for it. So you do have to start your medicine back up. Will it eliminate all your medication? No. I have reduction in medication. Here still I have reduction in medication. So after the implantation, that's when you have more pain for the implantation surgery, obviously. That part, because there's a medical, there's a little machine inside of you now, underneath your muscle and skin. There's a little area of your back that's going to be bulging out a little bit for a while, and you're going to be extremely sensitive, real tender and sore in that area, big time. And I was not able to lay in bed at all. Now with the trial, I was able to get on my side for a little while, for a couple of hours. Then I just get up and go into the recliner. But with the implant itself, you're not going to be able to, after the implant surgery, you're not be able to get and lay comfortable in the bed very long at all. I mean, I tried to lay in my left side in the bed after the implant surgery, and it didn't work very well. It just didn't work out. I had better luck in the recliner with the pillow on my back. And also, when you do have the implant surgery, since that area of your back is going to be sore and tender and bulging out a little bit and have stitches, you kind of have to move your body a certain way when you sit down or lay down in the recliner. Now, obviously, after the implantation surgery, for a couple of days, you do want to lay around and not do a damn thing. But I would say maybe 4 or 5 days is when you start taper off the pain medicine and get things going and things like that. But you still want to take it easy. You can't bend over whatsoever. You can't bend over really for 6 weeks. So you really, I'm telling you, folks, it's going to be hard to keep from bending. Because you can't bend your body when you get in the car. Obviously, you can't bend your body to get up and sit down in a chair or lay down in the no lifting, nothing heavy whatsoever. No. Now my implant was turned on the minute I left the hospital. Now, obviously, you're not going to get any kind of relief whatsoever for a couple weeks. So you can turn it off, I guess, because you're not going to get relief because you're going to have surgical pain. It may help with your sciatic nerve pain immediately. So if you work, you do have to take time off for this. It's nothing after the implant, you go back to work the very next day. No, you don't have to take off for a couple weeks. I was off for 3 weeks. And then I had staples. So once the doctor removes the staples and the medical tape, I felt a lot better. So that medical tape is going to be pulling on you both times. Like I said, you just, when during your trial, go to the store, go to the mall, do something like that. Test it. Walk outside, walk around the house, ride in the car for a couple hours and see what kind of relief you get. I mean, you got, in real world situations to make, see if it works. Obviously, don't have a trial done and go to Six Flags. Obviously, don't do that. That would cause more injury. But the trial is. I thought the trial was going to be worse than it was, basically, and it's not. The trial was much easier than I thought it really was. and it's not as painful. You think it is, but it's not. Like I said, you will be sore, obviously, for a couple of days. And, that medical tape will make you... That medical tape to your back will drive you crazy. It will make you miserable. Now, with me being a trial, I did take my pain medicine at night time for me to sleep, because I was laying in a recliner. So, as well as the implant as well. But during the day, pain medicine was tapered off, and boy, I was going all over the place. I went to Target. Like I said, I went to Target for hours on end and things like that. And for the longest time, I'm able to stand up on my feet. Beforehand, I couldn't. I couldn't go to the store in more than 30 minutes without having severe back pain. But now, your quality of life will be different afterwards. You gotta remember, just give it patience. Yeah, just have patience with it. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated at it. Don't. And it is human nature to do this, but don't say, "Oh, damn thing's not working. I'm just gonna give up." I mean, that is human nature, but be patient with it, and try the different settings that they have for you. And don't be afraid to call, even during the trial. The rep is supposed to be in communication with you. Or call the rep and say, hey, this is not working. Can I come in and see if you can make any kind of changes? And see what we can do to fix it. Don't be afraid to ask them. Or anything like that. So, if you do have any questions or comments, please post them below.